Hi guys, did you ever wonder how testing of product looks like? Of course we have testing in US, where the guys from R&D test it in the laboratory and they check how the product sticks, how it stretches, they check opacity and the other things, and they use some magical tools for that. Of course we have testing in the weather machines. We have this facility on the desert where we check the durability. All of that stuff is done in US or in other factory, China, etc. But when all of that fits to expectations of the R&D, product is sent to technicians like me, like Dominic, like guys in North America, South America, Australia, Asia, etc. And we test this product on real wraps. Today we're gonna test a new product, completely new one. I never had it in my hand, so I know nothing about it. And we're gonna install it on two different vehicles with two different designs. One is here. For that one, we're gonna use a matte laminate 3270, which is 50 micron, but pretty stiff. So we're gonna see how product performs with that one, but I'm sure the result will be awesome. And for this one, we're gonna use, of course, the same product, but with a different laminate, 3210, 35 micron, thin, soft laminate, which should change the performance of the film. Few words about the design. Of course, Dominic made it for me. This is Joey Jordison, and this design is a tribute for him. Unfortunately, he passed in July 2021. He was a drummer of one of my favorite bands, Slipknot. But let's get to work and let's see how this product will perform. To have a full picture, I need to know how product will perform outguessed and not outguessed. That's why I printed bonnet twice, and one of them is outguessed completely. Second one is just like few hours before lamination. A difference can be huge, so let's see how it goes. So I'm testing not outguessed one right now. Whoa, it's tacky. Okay, it's tacky, definitely. I guess it shouldn't be like that, but what I see, it keeps the shape. So that's actually a good thing. And outguessed one right now. Okay, initial tack, amazing. Yeah, it repositions completely different than the not outguessed one. It seems to be more tacky than SLX, far less tacky than 6100. And by the way, some people look for slidability. I can already see this product doesn't slide. But I'll be honest to you guys, I never ever slided a vinyl over a car in my whole career. So for me it's a benefit on the paper, I don't care about it. But repositioning is really important. And from my private preferences, that's the repositioning I love the most. When I'm testing products for vehicle wrapping, I'm really looking on deep channels. They're really important for me. On this one, initial tack, it's actually a little bit stronger than I had a feeling when I was doing the bonnet. But to be honest, I like it, and I believe experienced wrappers would love that as well. Very important part of every test is how the air channels will work. This side was not outguessed on purpose. So let's see, plenty of bubbles here now, and yeah, no problem. Air channels work perfectly. Guys, yeah, the huge bubbles are also going away. That's the way how it should be. Another cool thing I noticed is, guys, that was lying here for 2 hours, and look, it's not outguessed, but it's lifting very easily, and it keeps the shape perfectly. Look on it.
I think it's pretty good vinyl. I have matte over laminate, which is thicker than yours, and I noticed it's easier to pull it back when you need it, and there will be still no distortion on the vinyl. But still, if I would have to choose between this one and 6100, which is always my favorite, I would choose 6100 because this one has stronger initial tack, which may be tricky from time to time. But overall, I still think it's pretty good vinyl.
The wraps are finished. We have all the knowledge we wanted to have from the installing standpoint, but you need to know that's just a part of testing. Another part, huge one, will be how the product will perform on the road, and in future, how it will come off. Personally, for me, a big test will be how people will react on my bloody design.